You're watching Geeks talking.
Let's try
We're
that.
going to screw that up.
Try that again.
Everybody screws it up, right?
Exactly.
You're watching Two Geeks Strong. Talking. We'll try it one more time.
This is going to go at the beginning of the video.
Please do it now. You're watching Two Geeks Talking.
Hey all, Kurt Sasser here, of course, from Two Geeks Talking at tgtmedia.com. We're at Windsor Comic Con 2016, joined today by...
Jonathan Rector.
Thank you, because I was going to say Jason. An amazing comic artist and illustrator. And if you haven't seen his work, which he'll talk about for social media channels and pages later on, we'll get to that in a second. But what brings you to Windsor Comic Con?
Well, I've been to a lot of the other local shows that have been around here. This one, how long has this one been here for now at the casino?
Now, I think.
A couple years, and I didn't have a chance to go to it the last couple years. There's been a lot of like conventions popping up in Windsor now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like overlap. So the other ones I'd heard about first, and I'd already bought booths at those ones. So this one was like a great opportunity to finally come in and check it out and see how different it is from the other ones. To see how much of it's more of like a bigger show like Toronto and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great to come to a local convention and really see the people that have supported you throughout the years.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So when it comes down to it, what do you like about this con so far? I know it just gets started for day one, but what do you think so far?
Yeah, this is actually hour 2 or hour 3 right now so far. But one thing I'll say right away compared to the other ones is like it's still jam-packed. There's still like a lot of people here compared to the other shows where it's a little bit more watered down. You know, like they'll trickle in. And the other thing is that this is actually like a 2-day event, which is awesome. The other ones are usually like a Saturday. And I find those ones, they get like a different kind of audience. They don't necessarily get like the comic book people, I suppose, which not in a bad way or anything like that, but it's a different kind of draw for sure.
A different feel for sure, yeah. I've loved what you've been doing with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, your sketch drawings, your YouTube show. I'm sure is doing very well.
We're doing pretty good. Yeah.
But why did you want to become an illustrator, an artist?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think at the root of it, there's nothing really else to do, and let me explain that. Like meaning, we all got or most of us have like a 9 to 5 or like a generic job. This was the one thing, just drawing, that was able to get me through growing up. It was a way that I could just be by myself and sort of just be in my mind for a while, you know? And as I grew up, you could find that there's more and more ways that you can make a career out of it. Right now, I actually don't do comic book work. I work at a video game company called iDream Interactive here in Windsor, actually. Yeah, we make mobile games and Facebook games and stuff like that. And the style that I do, it's a lot more cartoony than it is what you'll see today. Ideally, I would like to work for like a Marvel, DC, or IDW. Ninja Turtles would be a dream job for me, and I'm trying to make that focus for that. But just to bring it back to your question, it's just being able to, like, even this right here, it's weird. I can't explain it. It's almost addictive in a lot of ways, you know? Like, I'm able to put myself out in a way that communication other than visual, it just doesn't happen.
Oh, and artists are solitary creatures, so...
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, and it's hard breaking out of that shell, for sure. And shows and conventions, especially this kind of stuff, really makes it so you break out of that shell, you know, and you can bring it back to see the people that are enjoying your stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes down to it, everyone has one person that kind of inspired them on their path to where they are today. Who was that for you?
Easily was Joe Madureira. I don't know if you're familiar. It's an older comic book called Battle Chasers.
Oh, yeah.
There's a video game coming out from it now. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. But at the time, that was the first comic book that I read. That was Final Fantasy VII. Actually, just came out a little bit before there, and it was like Final Fantasy with superheroes, and I was all about that. Everything was, Power Rangers, Superman, Batman, all that kind of stuff. But seeing fantasy done with superheroes is really awesome. And the style was, if anybody's familiar with Joe Madureira's work, it was like when manga wasn't really around in North America that much, as heavy as it is now. And it just jumped off the page for me. So, for sure, man, he was huge inspiration. Still is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looking at your work, you're becoming professionally successful, and you're doing very well with what you do, because you're good at what you do.
Thank you.
But do you consider yourself personally successful?
Yeah, for sure. It's something that I don't ever want to stop growing on. It's going to get better as I go. I don't want it. I just went to a Chatham convention last weekend, and we had a panel. It was like an artist draw-off, which was actually really exciting. And one of the questions somebody asked was like, have you drawn the best thing you can yet? And it was a weird question because I think the idea that a lot of people do is like when you do your work, it's like whatever I make, I want to make the best thing and then sort of like maybe retire off of that or something. And that scares me like nothing else. Like if I ever reach the top of what I can do, I'm scared because the whole point of drawing is learning and experimenting and just keep going from there and there and just keep building on that kind of stuff. So like the successful part, I don't want that ever to not be in the picture. I always want to just keep doing more, keep giving more, and having more of this, and having the communication from people that it's an interesting way to communicate with people. So, for sure with that.
Well, then, how do you deal with your failure?
I think you kind of have to have like a thick skin. You know, like you're gonna fail at. If you go into everything thinking you're gonna fail, there's two sides to that. One is like you might not ever start, and the other side is failure is gonna happen no matter what. People are gonna determine what they like. So all I can do is do the best that I can do, and other than that, it's see what happens. I don't even really think about it anymore. I think there is a part in your career that you sort of like grow past that, and if you don't, it kind of keeps you locked into what you're doing. So definitely just grow past it and not even worry about it. Just do the best thing you can do.
Nice, good stuff. Well, the younger generation are here, and they're becoming inspired by their work, by your work, I should say, and they're looking at your YouTube channel, and they may be emulating what you're doing. Mm-hmm. How can they inspire the generation that follows them?
Wow. Well, I think with what we do, as long as you're creating, whether it's this or drawing or anything that you can do, that's all you have to worry about. Everybody's got a different voice, so we'll use Ninja Turtles as a good example. You can draw turtles, everybody can draw turtles. But in the social age that everything is now, people will find you out, and you can actually sort of get out of the big pool that everybody's in. And because of that, that's all you got to worry about. Just do the best you can, and just be out there. Always post, always share, and your inspiration leaks in other people, man. And it's like it's worked for me when I just talked about Joe Madureira, and that was before social stuff, even before this kind of stuff, right? You had to be at the show to see it. So just do what you're doing and keep posting stuff and keep sharing. It's the best way.
Is there anything else that I haven't touched upon you want to share with everyone here?
No, I appreciate the interview and all that stuff. But yeah, like I'll do a little lame plug-in now. So you can go to my website, jonathanrector.com, and up in the top there's like a link that you can connect me anywhere, Snapchats or Instagram, YouTube especially, like you said. Within, I don't know when this video is going up, but in 2017 is when I'll have a new comic coming out called Jessop King. You can check that out, and it's going to be posted everywhere socially for free, all that good stuff, and just start to build awareness around the brand of that, and hopefully we'll see some more of that stuff. But yeah, if anybody is watching and you need any help or comments or questions, please just reach out, and I'll do my best to help you out.
Awesome, good stuff, man.